Hi, I am Su Hong. In this video, I would like to share with you on a meta-program related to convincer demonstration. This meta-program focuses on the emotional facet of feeling convinced. Let's do a simple test. Your friend is promoting an insurance plan to you. What does he have to do in order to convince you to buy the insurance? A. Not much. I usually get convinced easily. Or B. He needs to give me time to think about it. Or C. He keeps repeating the offer a few times. D. No matter what he says, I will not be convinced. Which option will you choose? If you choose A, you are considered to have an automatic convincer. If you choose B, you are most likely to have a time period convincer. If you choose C, you are most likely to have a repetition convincer. If you choose D, you are most likely to have a never or almost never convincer. So, what are the characteristics of people with an automatic convincer? They trust people easily. They start their conversation with believing people. He needs little evidence. Therefore, you don't need to say much as they will buy your products very quickly. What are the characteristics of people with time period convincer? Time is a critical factor in their convincing strategy. They need to be exposed to information over a period of time. If the idea can hold up a certain period of time, they will get convinced. Therefore, you need to be patient with them. What are the characteristics of repetition convincer? These people need certain amount of exposure to information. If information is repeated many times, they are most likely to trust the information as real. They may believe in anything that is repeated often enough. Therefore, you will need to provide a lot of information and keep repeating key points. What are the characteristics of never convincer? They usually start conversation with no foundation of trust. They are always doubting any information provided. They never accept anything as believable. Therefore, you may not be able to convince some of these people. Well, knowing these 4 different convincer demonstrations, let's think about how much efforts you will need to convince them. For automatic convincer, it is pretty easy, don't you think so? For repetition convincer, it takes some effort as you need to keep repeating key information to convince him. For time period convincer, it requires patience to wait for the ideas to settle down in their minds. For a never convincer, for some, it requires a lot of effort and information for them to be convinced, but for some, you might not even be able to convince them at all. That's all for this introduction. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.